But you see, having this body thing is very demanding. When it's hungry, it don't care about what you're thinking about. You want to eat. Well, see, if if the hunger comes upon you to know first person, it will.
Yeah.
If you're looking for it, and you see, you're told, seek and you shall find, shall find. See, now maybe shall find if that's what you're looking for. And let me tell you this also, what it is you're looking for is also looking for you. How about that? See, that's the two who agree. Attitude, awareness, imaginational control. See, Neville Neville had made it very, very clear. And I think I had 6 of his cassette tapes, and I had to make more from that one because I wore them out listening to them. And that's what it really takes. You have to hear it again and again and again and again. You know, I don't think the person would probably fall asleep giving me his number if he didn't give it to me slowly. You know, well, sometimes they run off that, and I couldn't get the last number. Oh well, we are really creatures of habit,
Yeah.
but you
I
can.
think also people have a problem. I had problem also to know what they really want, because I think that for me it had two parts, God and mind or ego. No, because when we are attached to the world, to the physical world, we want the thing of the physical world. I want this car, I want this house, but maybe I don't want the same, but I don't know what I really want. So I think this is the problem also when the people they are not able to choose their thinking. Maybe it's because they don't know really what they want.
That's it. That's it. I've interviewed people, and they'll say, "Well, they want this," but 5 minutes later, they
Yeah.
just trash the whole thing, and then they're wondering, well, why am I not answered? You see, you're answered because everybody gets what they expect. That's it. What you expect is what you get. When you're told that when you kneel down to pray, believe that you have received that for which you were asking. Believe it. You see, you can believe all the nonsense in your life that troubles the mind so with little scenarios of gloom and doom, and people do that to themselves, and they don't realize they're actually destroying the very thing they should be operating from fully, and that is power of God. He gave you choose this day. You are choosing this day. And now is the appointed hour of desired change. That's desired change. We know there's going to be change because this is just a virtual reality. It's made completely out of the mind of man, but it's only temporary. It all goes away. All of it. Oh, like I said, even the pyramids, they're under constant work all the time to keep them up. And they were supposed to last forever. See, we only need to focus on now because now is the only time there is. Isn't that it?
Absolutely.
So what you're doing now, what you're thinking now, what you're feeling now is always being projected into your future. It's not falling into the past. You see, I thought that, well, yeah, I said that last week, so that's in the past. No, No, it doesn't work that way. Every word must be accounted for. Thinking feelingly about what? If you just ask yourself that question repeatedly, you might find a whole new person waiting to get out.
Hmm.
You said something. It touched on actually a couple of questions. One person was saying, how can they focus on their new version of who they are? So you just kind of address focusing on what it is that you want right now. And as you focus on that, so the person talking about weight loss, what is she or he thinking about weight loss in the moment? So because
He's thinking about weight loss.
exactly, absolutely. So that's the result that you get. But if you think from that healthy version of yourself, as opposed to me losing weight, because me losing weight is always in the future. But if I'm thinking from being healthy, whatever my weight is at the moment, doesn't matter. When I go work out, I don't think about my future self. I think about working out at the moment. So the person that's wanting the better version of themselves, wanting the weight loss, whatever it is that they want, think in the moment as if this is the ideal self, because now is perfect. And as we operate from the perfection of now, we get the results of the perfection of now in the future. And we keep repeating and we keep repeating. You and I talked about the 18-year-old Barbara as opposed to
Yes.
where Barbara is now. As Barbara lives from the 18-year-old self, then that's what shows up in her reality, that mindset, that personality, that power of that 18-year-old person, or Mr. Lindell of that 50-year-old person.
Yep. It's a reserved spot. Look, you're always thinking ahead of your evidence. Always thinking ahead of your evidence that you are experiencing. So if you're thinking ahead of what you just made the future to be, then you know what's going to happen in the future. You just told your own fortune, as you might say. You're always thinking ahead of your evidence. If you want to change some evidence in your world, you can do so. You're told, change your mind, change your will. Why tell you to do that if you can't do it? And it was God told you to do it, so I'd assume you can do it. And if you can do it, I can do it. And so that's it. That's what it takes. So someone was telling me about the way you talk to people you never have a following. I want a following. I'm looking for teachers. That's what I want. I want to put a couple of teachers out there. Got a few of them already, but more's better. And look, you can always think of something better. Do so. Whatever the subject, you can always think of something better. Do so consistently, persistently. And I know I could say that, but I know that we're not paying attention all the time. I'm more than aware of that because it took me years to get the idea of what I was actually doing to myself. And I had a whole list that I was blaming the world.
Yeah.
See, out of the mind of man. Woman, same thing. You don't get off the hook either. No, it's like I said, and here's the beauty of it. You're told there's nothing transforming in death. You were playing a ding dong when you went, you'll play ding dong again. It's that simple. That watch what you're thinking.
You told that it takes you so many years to be aware of that I remember one of your video, and you told that you put the paper in your ears, no, just to go to the silence, no, and just to hear you, to hear your voice inside, to speak with God. Really.
Yes. Someone says, well, about the voice, it's my voice.
Yeah.
What else would he use but my voice? He wants it to be, no, people are always asking for it to be simple. It's that's been its problem for centuries. It's so simple, no one wants to believe it. You know, God made it simple. And I can prove that because I got it.
Yes, but if you are not there, it seems very difficult, you know?
Well, look, uh, when I first started doing the contemplation meditation, it was terrible, and I just stopped, And then a little while down the lane, it kind of comes and buzzes around a little bit, and you think, yeah, maybe that's worth looking into. Because I had felt all along that I had heard something that Neville Goddard said that really was valid enough for my attention, and so I started paying attention. But I gave it up quick. That's the way we do it. We're told simply just go into the silence, be still, and know that I'm God. Right there with you. See, if you're looking for him, you only have to look here. He's right here. St. Paul said it. Do you not realize that Jesus Christ is in you? In you, not with you, in you. See? And those who tell me they're not religious. Well, you're religiously doing something, even if it's breathing. So, yeah, it's your story. The whole Bible is truly your story. And I'm talking to Barbara. But it's all of our stories. It is the story of awakening. Arouse thyself, O Lord. Why sleepest thou? See, that's what he went to sleep. And he gave it all of his powers. Didn't he say, son, all I have is yours? All? A-L-L? And son, daughter, it has nothing to do with the genetics. Just feel like you are loved and wanted. And you are loved and wanted. As a matter of fact, he's done it to forgive you all down through the ages. If you would really read the scripture and just really discern what it is that you're actually reading over, because they're the simplest ideas, but yet they're so powerful. If you join in with it, it's well, you throw into heaven or you don't get in. How's that?
You used to say something, and she kind of alluded to it. Yeah, you often will say, listen, it took me years, but it need not have to take years.
No, correct, correct. It shouldn't take you more than months, few months. If you're really serious about it, it won't take you more than a couple of months. But you have to be consistent. You have to be persistent at first, because you need to condition yourself to doing the thing. It says, do a thing. Got that? Do a thing and you shall have the power. It didn't put any mention on what the thing is. You just got to be free right there in that statement. Isn't this whole thing about being aware? That's the whole show, isn't it?
It is.
Being aware. Whatever you're aware of. And you won't be sorry if you develop a good relationship with yourself. Know what you're thinking, feeling. See, that's the whole thing. People don't know what they said a few minutes ago. And
Yeah.
they come in for a private interview and they tell me what they really, really are passionate about, but you listen to them for another 5 minutes and that went out the window. You, that's the hardest thing in the world is to nail down what it is you really want.
Yes.
But you have to do so to get so. See, you receive not because you ask not, or you're asking amiss. In other words, not believing you're going to receive it. And that always get what you believe.
Hmm. Yeah, in the first place, maybe when you start with the silence with your paper in the toilets, you had a goal, no? Maybe in your work, I don't know, wealth, health. How did you know really what did you want, or you speak more, I don't know, I want to be wealthy. I want to be healthy. How, because if the people they don't know really what they want, how can they speak themselves?
Can't.
Exactly.
They can't.
Okay.
The son, look, in my father's house are many mansions. See, so you
Yeah.
have many, many opportunities to choose different. Why not take one? Why not take an opportunity and free yourself from you're told very simply, drink a little wine for your stomach's sake and your many infirmities. Boy, did I have a lot of infirmities. But no, the point is that if you're serious, you made it.
Yeah.
You got it all. You get it all. You look. You told you are to receive the message, and you got the message now. Do a thing, and you shall have the power. That was God's word to you. Choose this day, and as I said, it's always this day. And now is the appointed hour. The hour of desired change. Like I said, we all know there's going to be change because this is all temporary. I mean, it all goes away. And that's one of those, it's a given. But you know something? You're told that worshiping God is using his gifts. So that means you already have them. All you have to do is recognize them. You have gifts unimaginable in the present state of consciousness. But as that grows, it all grows. As you awaken, it all changes. That's what's promised. Do you believe God's promises? I had a half a dozen of Neville's tapes, and I listened to them at least one every night for years before it actually touched base. I began thinking differently. The importance of having a CD, because what has your focus has your life. Think about it. We're not asking you to join anything, but you have to have the CDs. You have to have the DVDs. You have to listen to them. It's you training this. Listen, listen, listen.
But as Mr. Lindell stated, you have to listen to them repeatedly. And again, for those who are interested, click the link below and it will take you to the 4 CD set, and you'll be able to transform not only your mind, but your world.